So, I guess part two of this, kind of left off the effects of the others after someone commits suicide. The act, loss of your life will have incredibly far-reaching results, impact, effect. I spoke of earlier my cousin that committed suicide. We were about 9 years apart, age difference. 9 years ain't that much, but at the same time, when you're 6 and they're 15, that's quite a ways apart. I wouldn't say we were necessarily close. Family unit was very close knit. However, due to our age difference and distance apart that we lived, we were not very close. I would say that he was much closer to my oldest brother, who was 11 years older than me, so and then just probably 2 years older than my cousin. Even with all of those obstacles, that is created a void in my life. Like I mentioned earlier, I often wonder, what would he be doing now? What would his wife be like? What would his kids have been like? What would potentially his grandkids be like? Like I said, I'm a grandpa, and he's 9 years older than me, so odds are he very well could be at this point as well. And I know for a fact that those thoughts have crossed through his parents' and sister's mind. I know for a fact. They've told us. They've told me. Had there been some way to see all this coming, to possibly avoid this, I know for a fact any member of the family would have done it. Absolutely would have done it. Because no one wants to watch their other family members or themselves go through that amount of pain. They just don't. It's been 30 years or better, and that family is still coping with that. 30 years or better, and I'm still coping with it. I've made my peace with it, but I'm still coping with it, if that makes sense. There is no fix. There's not. There isn't. You can't do anything to change what's done once it's done. The focus of this is to try and change things before they're done. Be mindful. Please, God, be mindful. If you see a friend, relative, loved one, partner, husband, wife, father, mother, kid, acting in this manner, intervene. Get them to talk. Just get them to talk. I've referred to it before as shaking the soda bottle. You get all these thoughts, emotions, and this, that, and the other going and going and going and building the whole time. As that's going, you're just sitting there shaking that soda bottle. And I personally have never been one just to shake one to see what happens. Because I know what happens, it makes a mess. But we've all seen it. We know what happens when you keep shaking that soda bottle. How you deal with it once you're done shaking is a different story. Well, as you're moving through life and bouncing along the path and da-da-da-da-da, that soda bottle gets shaken. I don't care how pristine, how perfect, how wonderful your life is, that soda bottle gets shaken. There's going to be some effects, there's going to be some irritations, there's going to be some bumps in the road. How you deal with that pressure that builds up dictates, at least in my opinion, the outcome of your life. I'm very outspoken, got a bit of a temper. Once I'm to my breaking point, it's not pretty to be around. You're going to hear about it, and I'm loud enough that everybody in the county is going to hear about it too. Thank God I have, for the most part, been mature enough to keep that to simply words. While words don't hurt, or words do hurt, sorry, not near as much as a fist or a hand or something of that nature. Neither one is wrong, right. Neither one is necessarily the right way to handle the situation. One is just slightly better than the other. But if you can find a way to just sit there and just barely crack a little bit of that pressure at a time built up in that soda bottle that is your mind, you can keep that from detonating and making a big mess. Because we all know if you just crack the bottle open even part way, it's going to spray all over the place and make a gigantic freaking mess. Granted, soda's easy to clean up. Nasty words said, strikes, hitting someone, hitting something, you can't take it back. You can't make it right. You can't. Damage is done. Learn to talk if that's what will work for you. If you seek out medical help, you're going to have to talk about it. At least something. Because a doctor should not, I will not say will not, should not be prescribing medication simply on your word of, I need this. Well, you're not a doctor. Now, if you are a doctor, then that's a different story. Or if you're possibly even a pharmacist or some sort of medical professional, you might know enough to know what medication you need. I don't. So, go talk. You're going to have to talk to your doctor. If you need to, take someone with you. If you prefer not to, don't. But talk to them. If you need to go see a psychologist, a psychiatrist, and talk to them, by all means do it. If I remember right, it's still in there. It's called Military One Source for all active duty, retired, and veterans. So many times per year, you can go see a therapist. Can't remember how many times you're authorized. You can do individual, you can do family, dependents can do therapy free. It will not cost you a dime. Call them, Military One Source. I'm certain, I know for a fact, VA has sources, all different sorts. Look it up online. I bet money there's 50 or 60 organizations out there that offer some form of counseling for veterans, military dependents, active duty military, of all sorts, to be able to get help. Get it. The point of the matter is there's avenues out there that are much safer, much healthier, better for you and better for your family than committing suicide. If you're the outsider looking in, a quick Google search, a reach out, a message, hey, how you doing? Simple as a text message. Like I talked earlier, I had two friends of mine, both military friends I still keep in contact with. One I have not seen in probably damn near 20 years. I still keep in contact with. Facebook Messenger, text message, occasional phone call. Another that's been a couple years since I've seen reached out. Hey, because I started these videos. Hey, is everything all right? You doing good? Absolutely. I am doing good. It's busy. It's hectic. A little stressful at times. but I'm doing good. My wife and daughters and my granddaughter are down with family today. I went yesterday to take my daughter down to spend time with family at the lake, our annual summer trip. As you can tell, I'm talking a little funny. Got a little upper respiratory thing going on. No, it's not the Rona. Just summer cold, nothing major. I can still taste, still smell, but they're out doing their thing, so that's why I'm here doing my thing, so they can keep doing their thing. I'm taking care of some stuff on the property, but both of these people, hey, are you doing okay? Now they kind of, I don't know, they didn't really beat around the bush. Hey, how you doing? Long time no hear. You doing okay? Yeah, I'm doing good. How about you? I am doing good. I have learned to deal with this. My family's learned to help me deal with this. Sometimes they know to leave me be. Sometimes, no, not getting away from this one. The heck's wrong with you? Thank God those are few and far between. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't have a family. I probably would have alienated them, ended up divorced, anything of that nature. And in the long and short of it, the only person to blame for that situation, if it had come to it, would have been me. Because you can't force somebody to seek help. You can't. Oh, sorry. Your employer can't. If you're in the military, your supervision can, to an extent. They can refer you. They cannot make you go. They can't make you to continue to do so. So what it all boils down to is when you get off your butt and go do it, whatever shape or form that is. You might try to go doing some fishing, go do some hunting, go sit around in the woods, go for a walk, go for a run, go for a bike ride, go for anything. That don't work, well, now it's time to go talk to a doctor. Go talk to a doctor, go talk to a therapist. One of those. They can possibly help you. Talk to someone. By all means, talk to someone. Some people have a very hard time broaching that particular subject because talking to someone requires you have to deal with part of it. And sometimes whatever is causing the issue might be so traumatic that at first it might make it worse. But I firmly believe in the long run, it will make it better. Thank you all for listening to my rant, my ramblings. Hopefully I haven't been too boring. Hopefully this is helpful. Hopefully this reaches somebody that needs it. I don't know that I necessarily needed it, but it sure as hell ain't hurt nothing. It damn certain is helping in some way, shape, or form. It is. But thank you all very much. Need somebody to listen, give me a holler, reach out, contact me. Not hard to find. Talk to y'all later. Love you. Bye.